Hey guys, this is episode 4 of Last Pick Podcast. I'm your co-host Leighton.
And I'm Peyton, and today we did a new segment called Fact or Fiction. We drafted best college sports traditions. We went over college football and did our mid-season college football playoff predictions, and we went over week 6 of NFL.
Hope you enjoy.
All right, you see Sister Jean died this week?
I didn't actually. To be honest, didn't know who that was.
Yeah, it was. She died at 106 years old. So, for those of you that don't know, she was kind of the face of Loyola Chicago whenever they were going on their March Madness runs. To be honest, I don't even know what her affiliation was with the school, but everyone fell in love with her and said that she was half the reason why they kept going on a run, deep runs during March Madness. It's a terrible time to say
For
it,
which
but
school?
Loyola Chicago.
Oh.
Yeah. Yeah, it's a terrible time to say it, but to be honest, I never liked her.
Actually?
Yeah, dude.
Why?
Everyone loved her. I just didn't like her because, dude, those were some of the best runs for a span of years was them going deep, and you couldn't tell me a single player on those teams. I remember one guy's face was just because he was fat and had a cool mustache, but she literally took all the attention from all the players, and she didn't do it. It's a terrible time to say it, but she didn't do anything.
How
She
did I not
just
hear?
sat there in her wheelchair.
I don't know how I didn't hear about her. What's her name? Sister Jean?
Sister Jean.
Is she a nun?
I guess. I don't even know. I mean, I
What's
guess
she look
so.
like? Oh, damn.
She's old. She was 106. Also, I talked to a girl one time that went to Loyola Chicago, and this might be wrong. If you go to Loyola Chicago, correct me if I'm wrong, but she said all the students there did not like her at all.
Sister Jean?
Yeah. Yeah, but everyone in America loves her. And obviously, I'm not going to talk trash about her. She just passed away, so respects to Sister Jean and my condolences to her family. But,
Yeah, R.I.P.
But yeah, I was told by a student from Loyola Chicago that she wasn't the most liked person on campus.
Yeah, I have no idea how maybe I have heard of her, I just didn't care to pay attention.
It's been a while since they've been on a run, so
Yeah,
that's
remember.
probably why. Her relevance is kind of dropped a little bit. But yeah. What have you been up to this week?
Man, my weekdays are full of work and nothing else, and I go to work, come home, go to the gym, come home, and then just rot in my bed.
Yeah.
I don't do crap. The weekends, I look forward to the weekends. We record this podcast every Sunday night. We watch football all Sunday. Saturday, we go to church Sunday morning. Saturday, all I did yesterday was watch football, and that's pretty much it. I ran some errands, cleaned our shower because our shower was.
That thing was gross.
Yeah.
Gross.
I should have worn a freaking
hazmat
gas mask or something.
Yeah.
It's spotless now, but oh man, it was. Sorry, Mom, if you're listening. We clean our shower probably we cleaned it twice in the 2 years we've lived here.
Year and a half.
Yeah,
that thing is disgusting.
Yeah. Well, this brings up a question. How often do you wash your bed sheets?
I've seen this, and girls say it's criminal, if it's not once a week. But
I wash them a lot more now. I'll probably say I wash them at minimum once a month.
Yeah,
maybe twice a month.
I would say probably once a month.
Yeah.
For me, to be honest.
Freshman year of college,
Dude.
I washed them one time.
My freshman year of college, I think I brought them home for Christmas, washed them at Christmas, and then put them back on whenever I came back from Christmas break, and yeah. So.
I remember the reason I had to wash mine, but I can't say it. I shouldn't have said that.
Gross.
It's not the reason you think it is. Trust me, it's not. They just got gross one night after pledgeship, and I had to wash them. But
yeah, I remember I slept in my full suit, pledge suit, so many times in those sheets, bro. They smelled terrible. But
dude, pledgeship was we could probably go an hour talking about pledgeship.
Oh,
Pledgeship was
yeah.
fun, man. I thought it was so much
Did
fun.
you like it?
There's obviously aspects of it I didn't like, but I think that's like to be expected.
Yeah.
But like you're literally just living with 20 to 30, at least for me, 20 to
Yeah.
30 of your best friends, and you're with them 24/7.
Yeah.
And if you don't know them, you make new friends. I didn't know any of them,
Oh,
so
you get pretty close.
you get
by the
very
end of
close
it.
with them.
Yeah.
I'm still very close with them, and it's 4 or 5 years later.
Yeah. I did not like it, to be honest.
Really?
Oh yeah. Yeah.
I mean, it did suck. I mean, we had to wake up. We had roll call every at 4 a.m.,
Yeah.
5 a.m. every day. Your weekends, you don't have your weekends to yourself anymore.
Yeah. I would because we had to be at the house all day. Or
Same.
from whatever the roll call was till 7 or something like that.
Our rule was to be at the house at roll call all day. You could leave for class, and if you wanted to go to the gym or something.
Yeah, same.
But then if you weren't at one of those two places, you had to be at the house, or eating. You had to be at the
Yeah.
house. And then after that, we had to study time at the library. That was mandatory from 8 to 10,
Yeah.
and then you go back to your dorm.
Yeah, we could go to the gym. That was the only or class. So I would go to the gym twice a day.
Really?
Yeah, I would go to my dorm and sleep for 2 hours, and somehow I never got caught. I don't know how. 'Cause
Really?
They were tracking us, and then I would actually go to the gym and just play basketball for 4 hours.
See, I never did that. I was pretty much there all the time.
Really?
Except, dude, there's some fun stories from Pledgeship though. One time, I don't remember the reason. I think we got in trouble one day as a pledge class, so we had roll call the next day at 3 a.m.
Yeah.
So we went to the library until it closed at I forget midnight or 1.
Yeah.
And then we went back to my dorm because it was pretty big, and all the guys came over. We just slept for an hour and then walked to the house.
Really?
Dude, I remember one time we had an early roll call. I never missed roll call ever. I almost did once because it was a 4 a.m. roll call, 5 a.m. roll call. I wake up. We had a buddy that picked up. There's probably 3 to 4 of us that lived in the same dorm. We had a buddy that drove us from our dorm to the fraternity house.
Yeah.
And so that was every morning thing. And he usually picked us up at 4:45 and drove to the house. I wake up at 4:45 and to him calling me dude, where are you? I was like, oh crap. I was like, go without me. I'll find a way to make it there. Somehow I wake up, I put my suit on. In my suit, I dip my head in the shower to get it wet because
Yeah.
I wake up with greasy hair. So I dip my head in the shower, brush my teeth, and sprint to the house. And we all of us, me and my pledge brothers, were on Life 360.
Yeah.
And on Life 360, you can if you're in a car, you can see how fast the car's moving.
Yeah.
They clocked my speed at I was running sprinting so fast to the house. It said I was in a car. And I made it. I left the house at 4:56.
Really?
Sprinted.
You got there by 5?
I got there by 5.
That's kind of far.
It's very
dude.
far. I know. I got there right at 5, and I sprinted into the house, into my seat because we had assigned seating, and all of them were just waiting there quietly, patiently for me, and they were like, "You made it." I was like, yes.
Yeah, I only missed one.
Really?
And it was my big also only missed one, and we missed the same exact one.
Really?
On the same exact date. Yeah, which was crazy. So then I made my little miss the same exact one. It became a tradition.
That's funny. That's funny.
Yeah. But I hated it though. I hated pledging. I loved the fraternity stuff after I was initiated. But
Really? It's kind of the opposite for me. I mean, I enjoyed the fraternity stuff, but I didn't do as much as I thought. I wasn't much as involved as I thought I would be
Yeah.
after I got initiated.
Yeah. I mean, it was worth it, I would say.
Because
It's almost impossible to make friends if you don't do it.
Well, yeah, because I came from Kansas and I met all y'all randomly. We
Yeah.
weren't in the same fraternity. I met Peyton through friends that I just randomly met here, and I joined the fraternity to potentially make new friends, which I did, and we're still friends to this day. But that's really all I joined. I didn't join for party reasons or anything.
Oh yeah, same.
I went to them, but honestly, they weren't that fun. It's the same thing every day, just dressed up as something else.
Yeah, I'm not a big party guy.
Yeah.
I just work the door every party. And
Yeah,
dude, I'm telling you, that was the best during a party. That's the best spot to be.
Really?
Working the door. Oh yeah, we would like ID girls like coming in and stuff. Like I remember we used to like walk up to a girl. Like girls would walk up to the door and we'd be like, "Hey, we need your fake ID for you to get in." And they would like they'd hand us their fake ID and we'd like look at it for a while. We'd be like, "Yeah, this is fake." You can't come in." and they would like they'd walk off.
No way.
Yeah.
That's hilarious.
It's so stupid.
Dude, that's the thing. Like when you're freshman year of college, if you're met with just the tiniest bit of a diversity, like in that sort of situation, you fold.
Yeah.
Because like I remember freshman year, me now is a completely different person than me. I like freshman year. My freshman year self was a strange little dude, but like freshman year there was a bar we went to, and I remember one time we were all inside waiting on our buddy, and our buddy had just come from a formal, and he was like in line. We could see him in the line, like about to come in, and he was in a full suit because he had just gotten back from a formal. And he hands him the fake ID, tries to come in, and then he gets declined. So he walks around to the back, and we knew one of the bartenders. It's gonna be hard to explain this to you guys because you guys don't know the bar, but this bar that I'm talking about, there's
What bar was it?
Cannibal.
Yeah.
So there's two bars,
Yeah.
and then on the right side of the bar, like the other bar, there's a back door,
Mm-hmm.
and we knew or not me, but like one of my buddies knew the guy that was over there, like hung out by that
Yeah.
door. And we made, I forget the excuse we made up. We made up some dumb excuse, and he let him in, and like
Really?
there's so much stuff you can get away with, and
Oh yeah. Yeah.
that story meant nothing. I don't know why I told it, but
That's a sick story.
yeah, that was a pretty cool story. But
You see Cornell yesterday. I'm probably assuming you didn't watch that game. I don't even think it was yesterday. Maybe like Thursday. But
I didn't watch that.
they lined up in a regular formation. They had their quarterback staying there in the shotgun on third down. He took the snap and he just punted the ball on third down. Like they had a chance.
The quarterback did?
Yeah, in a regular formation, it was third down.
Third and, do you know how many third and what?
It wasn't. I mean, I think it was around like 3rd and 10. Like it was a very attainable. Like they could have
What?
gotten a first down, and he just punted it, and it went like 20 yards down the field. Like one of the dumbest plays I've ever seen.
Did he like at least try to make a pass and then?
No, he literally just caught it and immediately punted it.
What the?
Yeah.
Is it like a new meta?
Yeah. The coach is actually ahead of the curve, and we just haven't figured it out.
What
yet.
was the coach's reaction? Did you see the coach's reaction at all?
No, I didn't show it. But I mean, there
That's
was
weird.
no one back there to like field it, so maybe that's what he was thinking of. But it was the quarterback that punted,
Dude.
so it went like 20 yards.
I've been telling Peyton about this. It's a weird year in football for like kicking,
It is
like in all areas of kicking, punting, kickoff, extra field goals.
Yeah,
It's just a weird like more missed kicks than I've seen in a while. More blocked
yeah. That's what I was
kicks
gonna
than
say.
I've
I've
seen.
never seen so many blocked field
Yeah.
goals.
Yeah, it's actually insane. Like last year, for example, you'd be surprised. You were telling me this. You'd be surprised. Like someone would tell you this team blocked a field goal, and you'd be like, really?
Yeah,
And now it's like, what a burp. And now it's like a 40% chance that
it's like a couple times a week. There's a kick getting
Yeah.
blocked. Yeah, and like in the past, it was like one every few weeks. You're like, oh shoot, someone blocked a kick. Now it's like, I mean, there was one NFL weekend where like, I think there was like 4 or 5 blocked field goals. Dude. It's great. I like it. I mean, it's fun, but it's weird.
Yeah, it's very weird.
Kickers are kicking it lower or what? Like, there's got to be something to it.
They might be kicking it lower because there was I don't know how far it was, but there was like a field goal attempt today, and I forget the football game, but it was an NFL game, and he kicked it from, I forget, like I want to say like 40, 50 yards out, and it didn't get above the bottom of the
Oh yeah,
field goal.
yeah.
It
and they
stayed like
returned it.
it stayed like yeah, it was weird, but I just thought of something. So my buddies from home are coming up next weekend for the A&M game, and they're staying with us. And I was talking to them today, like I hope I see some A&M fans because I want to like verbally
Chirp them a
chirp
little
them.
bit.
Because I remember
Yeah.
last year they came up for around this time last year they came up for the Tennessee game,
Yeah.
Arkansas versus Tennessee, and which Arkansas won that game. We didn't even go to the game. We went up to my fraternity house because it's right next to the stadium. Stayed there for a little bit, and then we walked to the bars. And as we're walking to the bars, we see probably, I don't know, 30 Tennessee fans, and apparently I was like just chirping every single one that
Really?
came by, and it got so bad. We were crossing a crosswalk going to the bars, and there was this one guy that I like got heavily into it with, like to the point where all my friends thought he was going to swing on me, and he didn't swing on me, but like apparently I was going into him, and then like he's staying on this side of the crosswalk, we're walking, and I'm still just chirping him, and then so I'm looking this way while I'm walking backwards, crossing the crosswalk, and my cousin and my aunt and my cousin, my uncle and my uncle's wife are walking past me, and they see me chirping this guy, and it's an uncle that like I've only met and talked to like a handful of times, but the cousin I know like very well. She goes to school up here, and they're just laughing their ass off because I'm just like, they've never seen me like this before.
Yeah.
They think of me as some like, I mean, I'm a nice guy, but like this is out of the ordinary for me to chirp people, and so I guess I was doing it that day, and my uncle and my cousin and my uncle's wife were just like laughing hysterically at me just going off on this. And he was an older guy too. I don't know why he was entertaining me, but that's another dumb story. I don't know why.
These are sick stories.
These are viral stories.
One of my buddies, there was a pretty viral mugshot of one of the Tennessee fans mugshot after the Arkansas game, and it's like his face is like
I saw
all
that.
bloodied up.
Yeah.
He's got like a giant lip and stuff. Yeah, one of my buddies was the one that like
Really?
punched him in the face. Yeah, I think they were just like going at it. My buddy just, I don't know the story completely, just socked him in the face and then ran off, and then the Tennessee fan's the one that got arrested.
Oh, damn.
Yeah.
Jeez.
Yeah, I don't think he got caught for it. So, but it is kind of fun though.
It is fun, but like, that's not me anymore. I don't think. I say that.
Changed over the last year.
I mean, I hope I did. I say that, and I'm probably going to do the same thing this weekend, but I hope I don't.
Yeah.
All right, this next segment is called Fact versus Fiction, where we're going to go back and forth. We're going to do 2 rounds of 3 where I tell Peyton 3 facts, he tells me 3 facts, and we just guess if they're true or false, and we'll do 2 rounds of it. You want to do like I ask you one, you ask me one, I ask you one, you ask me one, I ask you one.
That works.
Yeah.
And whoever gets the most correct wins.
Wins.
And we each have 6.
We each have 6.
All right, I prepared 6. That's good.
Okay. You want to ask me first?
All right, sure.
Wait. Do I guess true or false now? Let's do true or false now.
Yeah, it'll be easier. We'll
Yeah.
forget. All right, I'll start off with the football one since it's football season. Mark Sanchez, I'll say it as a statement. Mark Sanchez had a higher postseason passer rating than Tom Brady, Brett Favre, and both the Mannings.
Is there a year?
No, just career. For full career.
Brett Favre?
Brett Favre, Tom Brady, and both the Mannings. All of them.
Wait, say it again.
All right. Fact or fiction? Mark Sanchez had a higher passer... Goodness. Fact or fiction? Mark Sanchez had a higher postseason passing rating than Tom Brady, Brett Favre, and both the Mannings.
I'm going to go with true.
It is true. That is true.
All right. Now, not all of mine are sports related. All right. True or false? Squirrels can't take fall damage.
I'm going to go with true.
It is true.
Let's go.
They're
Let's
low.
go.
They have a low terminal velocity, which allows them to survive falls from any height on Earth.
All right, I was gonna say I've seen a video of a cat dying from like a skyscraper.
Really?
But I've never seen a squirrel, so that's big. All right, 1-1. All right, moving on to my next one. If a NFL referee officiates the Super Bowl, they also receive a Super Bowl ring. Fact or fiction?
Ooh. So all referees in the Super Bowl game?
Yeah.
I'm gonna go with false.
It's true.
Really?
It's true.
Oh, dang
yeah.
it.
Yep. And yeah.
That does make sense, actually.
I don't know. I was kind of shocked whenever I saw that.
Well, it is shocking, but it's a way to commemorate. Like you officiated the Super Bowl,
I'm just confused. Like, what goes? Like, is it the team ring?
not officiated, refereed. Team
Yeah.
ring.
Like, you think
It's probably custom.
if Green Bay wins the Super Bowl, because that's where all the other Super Bowl rings have on it, is going to be like a Green Bay logo. You think they get a Green
That's
Bay
true.
Super
I don't know.
Bowl ring?
I don't know. Well, I thought it was false, so I have no idea.
Yeah. I don't know, but it is true. All right.
All right, true or false? Live squirrel shooting was once an Olympic event.
Are all yours just squirrel related? I'm going to go true.
False.
Ah! Damn.
Yep.
All right, 1-1. All right, going to baseball here for mine. This one's a little crazy. All right. Ty Cobb once took a little black kid off the streets, dressed him up in a jersey, and stuck him in the dugout as a good luck charm. Many of the players touched him before going out to bat to get some good luck. And and after their success went down, they dumped him off back on the streets to be homeless again.
False.
It's true.
No way.
It's
No
true.
way. No way.
It is
Ty
true.
Cobb?
Yeah.
What year was that?
This was way back. Way back.
That's horrible.
It's true though. They even like gave him a new name. Hold on.
And then just dumped him back on the streets?
Yeah, after they started losing games again.
Jeez.
I forgot.
And they all touched him?
They would like touch him for good, like not like weird, but I think they'd like rub his head for good luck.
Oh,
or
gosh,
something like
dude.
That. Yeah, they named him Lil Rastus.
That's
Yeah, they just
kind
threw
of
him in
tough,
the
kind of a
dugout.
tough
and,
name.
Yeah, but then they started like they were better whenever he was there, but then like their luck went down and they dumped him back out on the streets.
What do you know?
Yeah.
All right. True or false? In France, there was once such a thing as finger guillotines, and to test them, they would behead squirrels, until the population became so scarce that they had to move on to pigeons.
So you picked all squirrel things. I'm going true.
It's false.
Oh, that was the creative one to be false.
Thank you.
Yeah.
Thank you.
There was just so much information. I thought that there was no way.
My mind's an enigma.
All right. Well, is it still 1-1?
Yes, I think.
All right. This one's short and
Okay.
sweet.
All right.
Fact or fiction? Until 1991, soccer was illegal in Mississippi.
True.
That is true.
I think I read about that actually today.
Did you actually?
So.
Yeah, dude. I don't know why, but
I think it was soccer, and I think it was a couple other sports.
was it?
I think so.
Yeah. I guess they're just a football state or something.
I guess so.
Dude, I don't even know. All right, hit me.
All right. True or false? A man has played golf on the moon.
That's true.
It is true. In 1971, Alan Shepard, commander of the Apollo 14 mission, became the only person to hit a golf ball on the moon.
All right. 2-2.
2-2.
Heading into the final two for each of us. All right. Before the 2008 Olympics, Michael Phelps had his testicles surgically removed to decrease drag in the water, saying, quote, "Every swimmer shaves their legs to improve speed in the water, and that only takes off 0.3 of a second per 100 meters. So imagine how much of an edge I can gain by removing my testicles."
False.
Yeah, I completely made that.
I can tell. That would be sick though, but like
I thought if I added like a super long quote, it would be like, maybe.
that did make it. That did almost sway me. I'm not gonna lie, but
yeah, it was false.
that would be crazy.
I completely. Oh yeah, not
I
worth.
feel like I would have known about that if it was true.
Yeah.
All right. True or false? 3 pigeons have been beheaded on the moon.
False.
That's false.
I was gonna. If that was true, dude, I wouldn't even know what to think.
Yeah.
All right. What is it? 3-3 now, and into the final ones.
So I think so. Which one I got? I think so. We'll just say 3-3.
Yeah, 3-3 heading into each of our final ones. All right. My last one, fact or fiction. LeBron James has the most dunks in NBA history with 2,950.
Oh, false.
It is false.
Let's go.
It is Dwight Howard with 2,950.
Okay, I didn't think it was Dwight Howard. I thought it was gonna be like Wilt Chamberlain or something.
Yeah, I don't think that they
Dunk.
recorded
Dunk.
dunks back then. So he probably had way more than
Yeah.
that, to be honest. But yeah.
All right, true or false? A NFL kicker has won MVP.
False.
It's true.
Really? Who was it?
In the strike-shortened 1982 season, Mark Mosley, the kicker for the Washington Redskins, was named the NFL's most valuable player. He's the only kicker to ever receive
I
MVP.
should have known that one.
I know.
That's correct.
I'd never heard about that.
I did not know that. That is wild.
Could be false, but I mean,
I would like to see a kicker win MVP
Yeah.
again, or Heisman. There was a guy that did that. He played college football, like 25, NCAA 25, whatever, and his only goal was to win Heisman as a kicker.
Did he?
I don't think he ever did it. He got to the point where he could kick 99-yard field goals, and he still didn't win.
that's if in real life that happened, they would win.
Surely they'd give him the Heisman.
Yeah.
Surely.
Do you think ever a kicker will win the Heisman?
Dude, I don't know if anyone outside of... Has anyone outside of a quarterback, running back, or receiver ever won the Heisman?
I don't. That's a
There's
good
got to be a...
question.
I'm sure there's like a linebacker or edge that has...
Probably early on.
I'm looking that up. Has anyone ever won a Heisman that wasn't a QB, wide receiver, or running back? Only two of them. And one was a DB, one was a lineman. Larry
right.
Kelly and Leon Hart.
Heard of both of them.
Have you?
I have.
Yeah. All right. Moving on to our next segment. What do we got?
The draft. You want to tee it up?
All right. We have a draft of best college sports traditions. We each get 5 picks. It'll be a snake draft. Who's drafting first?
You got it.
All right. With my first pick, I could go a lot of different ways here. I'll go Wisconsin jump around.
Ooh, I was thinking about taking that one.
Yeah, to enter the fourth quarter, the jump arounds. Yeah, I don't know. That's like on my bucket list for something like a game that I'd want to go
Really?
to. It's like whenever Wisconsin's actually good and they're playing a good team, that's something I want to do.
Is that the jump around? That song?
Yeah. Jump up and get down. Yeah, it's that one.
All right. For my first pick, I'll go with one that you might take. The Enter Sandman entrance, Virginia
yeah.
Tech.
Yep, that was the top of my list.
Which I didn't know about this part of it. But vibrations have reportedly registered on local seismographs.
Have they
Which,
really?
like, is what they use to detect or like value the level severity of earthquakes.
That's crazy.
Yeah.
What's your next pick?
I didn't think this far ahead. I'm gonna go with one that I think you were for sure gonna take.
Yeah, what is it?
Taylor University.
Oh yeah, that is.
Taylor University's Silent Night.
I was gonna take.
We were talking about this earlier, and Peyton was saying there's one basketball one that I'm definitely gonna pick, and I was like, oh, I think I know which one you're talking about, and it's Taylor University's Silent Night. At a home game before final exams, the entire crowd stays completely silent from tip-off until the Taylor Trojans score their 10th point. Once that point is scored, the gym erupts into a massive, chaotic celebration with fans often dressed in wild costumes, rushing the court before the game quickly resumes.
Yeah, that was one I wanted. That it's electric. That is that. Oh, I want to go to that so bad.
Didn't we meet a guy from there?
Yeah, we did.
Yeah.
And he's that
Where
would be
is that?
So much fun.
Where's Taylor University?
Indiana, I think. Pretty sure it's in Indiana.
Could
We
be
should
right.
try to-
I would
we
have
should
no
try to
idea.
go one of these
How far is
days.
Indiana from here?
I'm pretty sure it's far. I looked it up one time.
Ooh, we should do a YouTube video of us just like walking to Indiana.
That doesn't go viral. I don't know what is.
All right, your turn.
All right. I will go with Toomer's Corner, Auburn. So after Auburn wins a football game, they take toilet paper and they go to Toomer's Corner and they cover the tree in toilet paper.
Mm-hmm.
I don't know. That's just It's been going on for a long time, but it's just so unique.
It is unique.
That I don't know. That'd be a fun thing to be a part of.
Yeah.
And my next one, I'm going really football heavy here, but I'll go Florida State's pregame ritual, where they pick a different Native American student each game, or maybe each season. I don't know. But they dress up as the Seminole, ride out on the horse. They have the flaming spear, and they throw it into the middle of the field. I mean, while everyone does the tomahawk chop.
It's so unique.
It just gives me chills just watching it every time.
I was going to take that one. That's a good pick because I was going to take that one. But it's just unique. Like, you don't see any other schools doing anything close to that.
It's electric.
That's a very good pick. That was going to be my next one. Now I don't know what to do. It's my turn, right?
Yeah.
Okay. Third pick, I'm going to do... the Vol Navy, Tennessee.
All right.
It's in football and in baseball because both of those stadiums in Tennessee are right next to the river.
Mm-hmm.
And a dedicated fleet of volunteer fans travels to the games by boat, lining up along the Tennessee River before home games at the stadium, which is one of the few college venues accessible by water. I just think that is
pretty cool.
Sick.
Yeah.
Yeah.
You got one more pick.
One more pick for my fourth pick?
Yeah.
For my fourth pick, I'll do tossing toast.
What is that?
University of Pennsylvania. Fans celebrate the end of the third quarter by tossing toast onto the field during the fight song, which includes the line, "Here's a toast to dear old Penn."
Really?
Yeah.
I don't think I've ever seen that before.
Yeah, I'd never heard of it, but it's just pretty...
I think I've seen that with tortillas. I think...
Really?
I may be wrong, but I think Texas Tech does it with tortillas. Yeah.
Interesting.
But I didn't know that they did that.
Neither did I.
All right, my last one. It's got to be good. All right, I went all football here, so I'll pick a basketball one to end it, and I'll go with a school that's like 45 minutes away from here. John Brown toilet paper game. The first home game of every season. They're like 45 minutes away. They get toilet paper whenever John Brown scores their first points of the season. Everyone throws toilet paper on the court.
Really?
Yeah.
That probably takes a minute to clean up.
Yeah. I don't know. I've never been. I've always said I want to go.
We should go do that.
I'm down to go this year. Yeah. But yeah, they just cover the court in toilet paper.
Never heard of that. Is that your last pick?
That was my last one, yeah.
All right, for my last pick.
Wait, was that my last one?
You started it off, so I would end it.
Yeah, you're right. Yeah.
I got some to choose from. I got 3 to choose from, or 4 to choose from. 3 to choose from. I'll do throwing out the fish, University of New Hampshire. I think this is in hockey. After they score its first goal, fans toss a fish, sometimes a rotten fish, onto the ice near the opposing team's net. I think it started in the 1970s to mock a less competitive team, and it suggests that they had to fish the puck out of the net. I just thought that was pretty unique. A rotten fish thrown onto the rink.
I've seen videos of people like sneaking in fish and stuff to the games
and throwing them.
I've seen a video of a dude. Yeah, he had an octopus tied, like duct taped around his stomach, and while they're doing like the national anthem, he lifted up his shirt, took the octopus and threw it on the rink. Yeah, it's like a thing. I think it's just like a hockey thing.
Probably.
Yeah. I don't know. I have no idea what it has to do with hockey, but I like it though.
Fish. It's on ice. Fish.
I don't know. Dude, I don't know. I'm not a hockey guy. I kind of.
Neither am I. I wish I was.
Though. Yeah, I may pick a team this year.
I have a team, but I don't watch.
Who's your team again?
Minnesota Wild.
Yeah.
They just have a pretty young team, and they're cool.
It sounds sick.
You want to go over your honorable mentions?
Yeah, I didn't have many. Most of them got taken, but I had Colorado running out Ralphie the Buffalo.
Yeah, I thought about taking that one.
And I had Zombie Nation for Penn State, or the Penn State whiteout game.
I think, the whiteout game's a good one.
And then I had the Iowa wave where the whole crowd turns and waves to the Children's Hospital.
That's a good
across
one.
the street. And that was the only ones that I had that didn't get taken.
There's the Sporting KC,
Mhm.
the MLS team for Kansas City. They do something like that.
Do they?
Yeah. All right, for my honorable mentions, I didn't have much either. You took one of the Florida State one, and then I had this one wasn't really. It's not really a tradition. It's just the holy grail of tailgating at Ole Miss.
Oh yeah,
Dude,
the Grove.
The Grove is insane. I've been there one time, and it's like you can't move.
Yeah,
It's crazy. And then I had, I thought I had to do. I didn't take it, but I thought I had to do one relative to Arkansas, so I did call them the Hogs.
yeah, that is.
Which I mean, it's every team has a chant, but I feel like this is just my opinion. I feel like Arkansas has the most like
it's pretty unique,
recognizable.
Yeah, it's unique and like pretty weird.
Yeah.
Like you feel pretty awkward doing it if you haven't ever done it before.
You feel awkward doing it in any setting other than a game.
Yeah. Oh, 100%.
Like, well, I'll go home for like Christmas break or something like that, or I guess I'm not in school anymore. I'll go home for Christmas, or just like whenever I go home, and one of my grandpas would be like, "Hey, call the Hogs for me, late," and I'm like, "Shut up."
Like no. Yeah, I was talking to some gymnasts one time. No flex, but and they said that like if they see a fan in public, like the fans sometimes will make them call the Hogs. Like,
Really?
It's like the most awkward.
I bet, dude.
It's like painfully awkward.
Because you're just standing there going
for like way too long.
Yeah.
Oh gosh, that'd be terrible. Yeah, if I'm at a game and we're like on a run or something,
yeah.
I do it like
If everyone's doing
so
it.
hype. But anytime I have to do it for like if someone's just filming a video,
I want to
so
die. I want
awkward.
to crawl into my own
So
skin and
it's like
perish.
it's the same feeling as like people singing me happy birthday.
It's like secondhand embarrassment.
Yeah, it is.
Because like when you're in a stadium and everyone's doing it, it's electric. It's like
Yeah.
everyone's in unison. But bro, any other setting, you're like, get me out of here.
Dude. All right, what do we have next? We jumping into college football. First game I wanted to touch. It wasn't a good game at all. And these teams really aren't even that good, but it was just something that happened at the game that I could not talk about. It was Houston at Oklahoma State. Houston won 39-17, but possibly the greatest new tradition in college football started. Did you see it?
I didn't catch it.
So the stadium was empty.
Oh,
it was at
I
Oklahoma
did.
State.
Yeah,
Stadium was like completely empty. One brave guy went to an empty section in the stadium, took off his shirt and just started waving it. And then slowly, like more and more guys came in until almost two entire sections were full of guys shirtless, just waving their shirts.
I didn't write that down, but yeah, I remember. I saw like 3 or 4 TikTok videos covering different angles of it.
Dude, that needs to become a tradition.
Yeah, I'm surprised it hasn't. To be honest.
Yeah, well,
I guess there's never a section that empty.
Yeah,
usually.
From here on out, though, that section needs to be designated. You have to be shirtless and swing in your shirt section. And if that does become a tradition, that guy needs a statue outside of the stadium.
Wonder what his name is. Want to give him a name?
I think his name's probably like Matt. He looked like a Matt. He had
Matt,
a beard.
yeah, he had a beard gut and I think he had a beard too.
Yeah.
Backwards hat on, sunglasses. I'm gonna give him like Brett.
Brett? I like Brett. All right, yeah. If that becomes a tradition, I think Brett needs a statue outside the stadium because oh man, just guys being dudes. That was great. I love to see it, even though they sucked. I love to see it.
Yeah, and it just stings knowing that they beat us last year.
Yeah.
Even though we should have won that game, but that's
we'll just find a way to lose the most painful way possible.
Yeah.
First real game I wanted to jump into was number 1 Ohio State versus
Illinois.
17 Illinois. Ohio State won this one 34-16. I think Ohio State really what stands out to me, like their offense is good. They have a lot of talent on offense, but it's their defense for me.
They're the best defense in the country.
Yeah, and it's so hard for teams to like Matt Patricia. He's been a DC in the NFL for so long. He's throwing formations at these quarterbacks that like they have never seen. These quarterbacks have no idea like what they are looking at. They cannot figure it out, and their defense is super talented too. But Ohio State to me is starting to look, for some odd reason, I wasn't fully sold on them. They're starting to look very good to me. very convinced. I don't know
Yeah.
why I wasn't convinced in the first place, but
They won it last year, and usually they didn't. Who won 2023?
Michigan, I believe.
That's right.
Yeah.
Yeah, but Ohio State won last year, and I don't know why, but I feel like it's a subconscious thing in my eyes. It's like when a team wins national championship, you expect them to do well, but never kind of reenact the same thing again, and they're just doing the exact same thing again.
Yeah.
And they're a scary team.
Yeah.
If something like miraculous doesn't happen, I could for sure see them winning.
Yeah.
The playoffs.
I feel like an idiot
Winning the
saying that I
championship.
wasn't like at one point I wasn't fully convinced on them. I don't even know why I felt that way because they arguably might be better than they were last year. They won a national championship last year, but no, they're the real deal. They're definitely the real deal, and they'll remain number one until we give them a reason not to be number one. And I don't think that we'll ever get a reason throughout the regular season.
I just think another team has to come along and beat them.
Yeah,
which is exactly what you just said, but
I don't think there will be a team that comes in and beats them. That Michigan game will be fun, but Michigan's won 4 straight over them.
Yeah.
I really, to be honest, I don't think Michigan has a shot over Ohio State this year.
Michigan, we'll come into this game in a little bit, but Michigan lost today against
USC.
Yeah, which USC is good, but
Michigan. If we can just go ahead and jump into that game.
Michigan at USC.
Yeah. The score was USC 31 to Michigan's 13. It was at USC. This was Michigan's second loss, and it might keep them from making the playoffs now. Not this loss, but just to the fact that they have 2 going into the remainder of their schedule.
Mm-hmm.
I don't think they're going to run the table for the rest of the year. So I think that they're kind of out of playoff contention. I don't think that they'll go beat Ohio State, which they would have to do if they wanted to make the playoffs.
Yeah.
So.
And I don't think Michigan should have won this. Michigan should have won this game, but I don't know. Some things just happened for you. Like they had a freshman walk-on player just play amazing today. Freshman walk-on running back King Miller. Rushed for 158 yards and a touchdown, which for a walk-on is pretty amazing. And then USC's quarterback, who's
Michigan's quarterback?
Yeah.
Bryce Underwood.
Okay, yeah. No, USC's quarterback passed for 265 yards, 2 touchdowns. Jaden, I don't know how you say his last name, Maiava.
Yeah.
Jay Maiava, good game. USC just took the lead early, and then Michigan just couldn't really come back from it.
Yeah, I mean, this Michigan team, they're a solid team. They're definitely not a playoff team to me. Bryce Underwood has potential through the roof, but I don't think he's necessarily ready to lead a team that has national championship, that's at a national championship level.
Yeah.
I'm not saying that he's the problem because this is their first year with a new coach and there's a lot of changes, but they're just not ready yet. I mean, they're a solid team, but I don't think they're up there with the big dogs, to be honest.
Yeah.
Moving on now to Pittsburgh at Florida State. Pittsburgh won this one.
34-31.
34-31, that is right. Florida State is now 3-3, and they are, I would almost say, definitely eliminated from college football playoff contention. And I think we jumped on Florida State maybe a little bit early after they beat Alabama to start the season.
It's just weird because it's very hard to judge Florida State. After 2 years ago, they had an amazing season, undefeated.
Yeah.
And then last year, horrible.
Yeah, they won 2 games.
2
last
games.
year.
And then this year, they looked decent right out the gate, and we're like, oh, maybe they'll be the same team they were 2 years ago. And then, nope.
They even competed with Miami. Miami had control of the game almost the whole time whenever they played Florida State, but it ended up being a relatively close game. But I don't really know what to think about them, to be honest.
I agree with you with what you said there. I think they're out of playoff contention unless I don't know what their schedule looks like, but
Even with 3 losses, it's just hard.
yeah, because I mean, yeah, I don't think they're making playoffs.
I don't think there's anyone in the country outside of the SEC that could have 3 losses and make the playoff. And I still don't even know if an SEC team could do it. It would kind of just depend on how it all shapes up at the end. But UCLA gets their second win in a row over Michigan State, 38-13. This one wasn't even close.
Jerry Neuheisel.
Yeah.
He's 2-0 as the interim offensive coordinator.
Yeah, last week was his first time ever calling plays. He didn't even know how to use his headset. He's only 33 years old, and he's already, with just 2 weeks of experience, he's already secured himself such a good job.
Yeah.
Like, whether that's at UCLA or a different school,
Do you think it will be a different school? I think there's a chance that a bigger school recruits him.
Oh, I agree, dude. I mean, he's killing it. The first 4 weeks of the season, UCLA looked terrible.
But that would mean he would have to leave his alma mater because he played for UCLA.
Did he?
Yep.
Yeah. Well, then in that case, I may see him staying. I don't know.
Yeah.
I don't know too much about Neuheisel.
I believe he played for UCLA. I could be wrong, but
yeah. But I mean, I don't know. It's a fun story though. Just a 33-year-old is calling plays for the first time, and he's just killing all the competition.
Dude,
I love it.
This is off topic, but he's blonde. He's so. He looks like a Disney movie prince. He looks like the one dude from Shrek.
Oh yeah, I know.
The blonde dude from Shrek. Does he not?
Yeah.
Does he not?
He is a blonde dude. Yeah.
Yeah.
He looks like he's from California for sure.
Yeah.
Golly, yeah.
He looks like he eats avocado toast every morning.
Yeah, dude.
Good guy though.
Oh yeah, I'm rooting
him.
for him.
I'm rooting
though.
for
That's
him
fun.
too.
I like it.
For him too.
All right. Here's a big game. Number 8, Alabama at number 14, Missouri. Alabama won this one 27-24. What'd you think about this one?
Alabama handed Missouri their first loss of the season, and I don't know if you know about this. They broke a 15-game home winning streak for Missouri.
Did they?
Yep.
I didn't realize that Missouri had won that many.
And this puts Alabama is now 3-0 in the SEC, and we'll move on to we'll eventually move on to the next game, which I'll break it down more. But Alabama looks. I mean, they're all Alabama is Alabama, but this could just be a personal thing. Ever since Nick Saban left, I thought they not necessarily were going to, but had a chance of kind of declining. And you could definitely argue that they're not what they were, but they're still an amazing.
They're still competing. Yeah,
they beat Georgia.
Really, I think they've looked great outside of just that opening game against Florida State.
Yeah.
Like, Ty Simpson has been killing it, which is a lot of people didn't believe in Ty Simpson coming into the season. Yesterday, he was 23 for 31 with 200 yards, 3 touchdowns. Not the craziest stat line ever, but he has been very solid for Alabama.
Agree.
I don't know. I think they have a solid chance of making it to Atlanta for the SEC championship. They have one loss, but that was to Florida State, so they're undefeated in conference play. I think they really have a chance to compete for a national title.
I think they're one of the best teams. I think I don't know. I think they're top 2 in the SEC.
Who's your other one?
That's what I'm saying. I don't know.
Yeah.
Because they're good, but you could argue Ole Miss, but I don't think Ole Miss is better than Alabama. Even though their record looks better, but we'll get into that. I want to get into that after the. Do you have anything else to say for the Alabama game?
No, I agree with you. There's 7 teams in the SEC that you could argue are the best.
Because from a record standpoint, you could argue Ole Miss. We'll move in. Do you want to move into the Washington State versus Ole Miss game?
Yeah, let's do it.
Washington State versus number 4 Ole Miss. Ole Miss barely won here, 21-24. And this is what I wanted to talk about connecting to the Alabama game. Ole Miss is 6-0. They are also now, not after this game, but they're also 3-0 in the SEC. But I think Bama's a better team.
Oh, definitely.
Washington State gave Ole Miss a scare yesterday. I mean, I thought they were going to win.
Oh yeah, it was a close game.
Yeah. And you'll catch me cheering most often for an SEC team to beat whoever they're playing if they're not playing Arkansas. But I'm not a huge Ole Miss fan.
Oh, I'm not either. I don't like Ole Miss
Yeah.
at all. Even though I do kind of like Lane Kiffin, just because I think he's a funny guy.
He's a funny guy.
But yeah, Ole Miss. I was looking at their schedule today, kind of wondering how they were 6-0, and they have one of the easier, not the easiest, but one of the easier SEC schedules.
They don't have.
that
They
I
have
can
some hard
remember
games
of.
coming up though. They play
They
Georgia
do.
next week.
They do, but
Which-
I'm just saying they've been bailed out a little bit by
Oh yeah, I agree with that.
by their schedule.
But also-
I don't think that they're the fourth best team. In the
Also,
country.
their wins. They sometimes they just barely. I mean, they barely squeak out some wins.
Yeah,
They barely beat us, Arkansas.
yeah.
They
I mean,
barely beat
they
Washington
barely won
State.
today. Yeah, they have some hard games coming up. They play Georgia, but even still, like, there's a chance that even if they are fraudulent, there's still a chance that they're able to win 10 games and make it to the playoff as a fraudulent team.
I think they will make it to the playoff.
Yeah, they're a good team. They're ranked 4 now. I don't know if the AP polls come out for this week, but I don't think that they're the fourth best team in the country. I definitely don't think that. They're solid, and I honestly think they'll squeak their way to the playoff, which we'll get into our playoff predictions here in a minute. But I don't know. Washington State's really not a great team, and they're almost lost to them at home. So, moving on, touch on this one real quick. Georgia Tech remains undefeated. They're 6-0 with a win against Virginia Tech. No one's really talking about them too much, but Georgia Tech has a real chance to contend for the ACC.
Yeah, there's. I don't. I looked at earlier today their schedule for the rest of the season, and I think they could.
Yeah, they have a couple tough ones. Like they played Georgia at the end of the year.
But they're a good team, so like.
But there's a chance that they could make a run for the playoff as well. I mean, they're 6-0 right now, and they have a couple decent wins. No, not any huge wins, but Haynes King, their quarterback, has been great for them.
Mm-hmm.
I know it's kind of a fun team to watch. This isn't really a team people expected to be contending for, potentially a playoff spot, but I think they do have a chance at it.
I would 100% agree with that.
All right, moving on. Big rivalry this week: Texas versus number 6 Oklahoma. Texas destroyed Oklahoma this week.
Mateer's first game back from injury.
Yeah.
Now I was this game kind of saddened me because I'm not a big Texas fan, and I'm a decent Mateer fan,
Mm-hmm.
and I thought he was just going to come back and be the same Mateer we saw early on in the season, and he just was not. Struggled throwing, had 3 interceptions, failed getting the offense to the end zone, was sacked 5 times.
Yeah.
Yeah, I mean, Texas' defense also just played amazing. Arch had a decent game.
Yeah. Texas was finally able to establish a little bit of a run game, which whenever you think of Steve Sarkisian's offenses, you usually think of like the great quarterbacks he's had and their passing game, but they're only able to do that because they can establish the run. They haven't really done that too much this season. However, they did today against Oklahoma, which opens everything up a little bit more. So that's a good sign for Texas. This was Oklahoma's first loss, though. They do have a very tough rest of their schedule. I don't know if they're able to win. I think they can only afford really one more loss, which it's hard for a 9-win team to get into the playoffs. So I could see them maybe squeaking by, but more than anything, I think they're just going to ruin a lot of playoff chances for other teams and not make it themselves.
Talking about Texas?
Talking about Oklahoma.
Oklahoma?
Yeah, I think that they're going to drop a couple, but then also beat some teams that are trying to contend.
Sorry, go ahead.
Yeah, I think that they're just going to ruin a lot of hopes for other people, but also I don't think they'll make it themselves.
Because this is Oklahoma's first loss, right?
Yeah, it is.
I think there's a chance they make it. I don't think they will, but
Oh, I think there's a chance, yeah. But
if Mateer can get back to
Mhm.
normal, I hate saying that, but if Mateer can get back to normal, I think there's I was gonna say some percentage, but I don't know.
32% chance.
40. I was gonna say 40, maybe.
Yeah.
If Mateer can get back to how he was looking in the beginning of the season.
Yeah, I think he may have rushed his comeback a little bit.
Yeah.
Just for this game.
I mean,
because of how
17 days
important
after
this game
surgery.
is. Yeah. And with a rivalry game, you also never really totally know who's going to win. I've seen Arkansas compete with LSU in years that we were terrible and they were great. Like
Yeah.
when there's a rivalry game, like a lot of stuff goes out the window.
Yeah.
But yep, Texas won that one 23-6, I believe.
Yep. Correct.
Colorado versus number 22 Iowa State. Colorado won this one 24-17, kind of proving that there's not a lot of good teams in the Big 12 this year.
Nope.
I just want to touch on this one because Deion got the win and he was on the sideline coaching just 4 days after surgery. So shout out to Deion. That was impressive. And I really don't think Iowa State's that good. This is their second straight loss to unranked teams, so I don't think we'll see them back in the top 25 this year.
No, I agree with that. Didn't have much else on that one.
Yeah. All right, Northwestern versus Penn State. Penn State loses another one, 22-21. This is their third straight loss, and this is their second straight loss to probably the two worst teams in the conference. Yeah, this is terrible.
They're
What do you
done.
think?
They're done.
Yeah.
Drew Lars also out for the season, is what I heard from an ESPN Instagram post. So
It's got to be valid.
it's got to be valid.
No, I looked it up. Yeah, it said he had a season-ending
Yeah.
injury in this game.
So yeah, I think it's pretty safe to say Penn State's done for.
Yeah, and actually today they just fired James Franklin, their
Yep.
head coach. So
Yep.
I think they're calling it a season, and we'll see what the next step is for them. I don't know. It's tough for them because I know they have high expectations, but they needed to move on from James Franklin, I think, but I don't know who they're going to hire. They'll be better.
Yeah.
Like, who's out there that's a better coach than James Franklin? Like, who can consistently win you 10 games a season? Even though, yeah, I know this year they're pretty bad this year, but he has a good track record. I don't know. I'm excited to see what happens for Penn State.
I saw a post that was like, James Franklin, welcome to Arkansas.
I did see that. I did see that too. I don't know how I would feel about that.
I would rather have Petrino over him.
Would you?
Oh yeah.
I honestly don't know. I don't
Really?
know who I'd rather have. I mean, I don't know.
You just want to talk about the Arkansas game?
Sure, let's jump to Arkansas. What'd you think about it?
Well, we lost obviously Arkansas versus Tennessee. Tennessee pulls out a win, 34-31. Ball security is really the only statement I have for
We've
this.
lost multiple games this year.
Yeah, it's
due
our
to that.
kryptonite.
Yeah.
If we could just hold on to the damn ball,
Yeah.
so many games flip the other way. I think. I
Oh yeah.
think we win this game. I think we would have won potentially Ole Miss.
If we didn't fumble the ball, Sam Pittman might still be the head
Oh,
coach. to
'cause
be
we would've
honest. beat Ole Miss.
Beat Ole Miss. Beat
Memphis.
beat Memphis, and we would have beat Tennessee, and then we would have been what?
I mean, one of the best. Like,
We
we'd
would've
be
been
top 20,
6-1?
top 25. Yeah.
We'd be 6-1.
Yeah.
That Notre Dame game,
We
got demolished.
Yeah.
Yeah, I mean, I think if those games flip the other way, Sam Pittman would still be here, which who knows how that would have played out.
Yeah, we don't necessarily want that.
Yeah.
But no, a lot of things would be different if we were just able to hold on to the ball.
Yeah.
I will say, though, I wasn't expecting us to keep it
Oh,
within
no.
3 points. Like, a 3-point loss here is extremely encouraging to me. I liked how we fought. After our first touchdown, our players were flipping off Tennessee fans. And I love it. I think Bobby's lit a fire in our players that I haven't seen under Pittman as much. Like, I want attitude. I want them going out there.
I love a coach that will get fired up. And you occasionally saw Sam get fired up, but
Not that
not
much.
much.
Dude, Bobby used to get so worked up. He'd have an underbite screaming and yelling at the refs. Like,
I love that. I want a coach like that.
I want to see some passion.
It fires up the players to want to play.
They want to win for their coach. I had so many classes with football players, and we'd get halfway through the season, like I would hear them talking about like Pittman. To be honest, just to be straight up talking about Pittman, they had like no respect for him.
Yeah.
And you could tell that like Arkansas players through the first half of the season, they would always come out to fight. Like, they wanted to win so bad. And then after we lost a few games, it was like they had no motivation to finish the season.
Yeah, I don't understand it, but like, I think it'll change with Petrino as coach. I don't know if he'll stay coach after this year.
Yeah.
And I don't know anymore because you asked me this last week before Petrino played, because we had a bye week last week. and Sam Pittman was fired, if you would have asked me last week, do you want Petrino as head coach after the season, I would have said straight up no. And now I don't know.
I know.
Because, it's only one game in to Petrino being interim head coach, but we hung with Tennessee. We didn't beat them at Tennessee. We didn't beat them, of course, but I don't know. I guess I'll have more to say as the season comes to an end. But
yeah, and he's thrown in a tough spot. But if he's able to show a lot of fight, his name is definitely going to be in the mix. And I wouldn't hate it. I mean,
I wouldn't hate it either.
The years that he was here back in the day, those were the best years of Arkansas football that I've ever seen. So, yeah. All right. You want to move on to the next one?
Indiana versus Georgia? Oregon?
Yeah. Number 7, Indiana versus number 3, Oregon. Indiana won this one 30-20.
Yeah. This one was this was a good game because 2 ranked teams, both undefeated going in.
Yeah.
Both undefeated going in. This was Indiana's first road win over an AP top 5 opponent in program history.
Well, I think I saw that. Yeah.
It also broke Oregon's 18-game home winning streak.
Yeah, Indiana, they're the real deal.
Going into this game, I thought it was flipped. I thought Oregon was the real deal. I mean, I'm not saying Oregon's not, but
I viewed Oregon very high before this game. I still do. I still think they're a great team.
This was a good game.
I'm saying,
2 top 10 ranked teams. Elite defense performance out of Indiana. They recorded 6 sacks and pressured Dante Moore. And this was notable because 6 sacks in that game. Oregon had only allowed 1 sack all season prior to this.
Wow.
And 6 sacks in this game. So, I mean, Indiana's defense played amazing. I think that could have, if the defense didn't show up, I think it could have swayed the game. But yeah, this, like you said, I think Indiana is the real thing.
Yeah, Indiana, last year we saw them kind of sneak into the playoffs. It was because they really kind of had a lucky schedule, so they weren't as great as their record showed. So I think a lot of people were kind of thinking the same thing coming into this year. They're a good team. They could beat all the bad teams, but can they take out a top opponent? And they showed that they definitely can.
Yep.
They are 100% a top 3 team in my eyes.
I agree. I agree with you.
Yeah, I was very impressed, and there's kind of a lot of conversations does Kirk Cignetti leave Indiana because they're not necessarily a top college football program historically, but Indiana has become a great place to coach.
Yeah.
They've got good fans. We've seen that with their basketball program. They have great...
I think if he does leave, a good coach will still come in.
Yeah.
He's made the program work.
Yeah. Oh, he has. They have good fans. They have good donors. It's kind of become an ideal place.
Yeah.
I really think he's kind of turned Indiana around completely. But this was a great win for Indiana, though. I was very impressed. Also, do you think Indiana will go undefeated? I'll tell you their remaining schedule.
Okay.
They have Michigan State at home.
I think that's a win.
That's a win. I agree. They have UCLA at home.
Ooh. 2 weeks ago, I would have said no chance.
UCLA. Yeah. I still think
they'll win.
Yeah, I agree. UCLA is fun, but I don't think they're on the level.
No.
They're at Maryland.
Indiana.
Yep. At Penn State.
Indiana.
Yep. They have Wisconsin at home.
Indiana.
Yep, Wisconsin's terrible, and they are at Purdue.
Indiana.
Yeah, I think they'll go undefeated up until the Big Ten championship.
I could very see that.
Yeah. All right, number 5, Texas A&M taking on Florida. Texas A&M won this one 34-17. What did you think about this one?
To me, the game was nothing special, but it just kind of proved that A&M's also up there.
Yeah, they are.
They've been up there. They're still up there. Florida's not having a great season, but they're still a good team. They're an SEC team. Texas A&M just beat the brakes off. It wasn't a horrible blowout, 34-17, but A&M's QB Marcel Reed threw for 234 yards, one touchdown and 1 rushing touchdown.
Mm-hmm.
Good game from him. I think A&M will be I think they're gonna by the end of the season stay kind of a middle of the pack, top 10 team.
Yeah.
I think they'll be around that 5-6,
Yeah.
4-5-6 spot, but they're good. I don't know what the rest of their schedule looks like. They're an SEC team, so they're going to play some hard teams.
Yeah.
But I think they're undefeated.
Yeah, they are.
Are they 5-1?
Nope, they're undefeated. Them and Ole Miss are the only two undefeated
SEC
teams left. It's their first 6-0 start since 2016. I think they're a really good team, and they have a really good defense. I think they have one of the best defenses in the nation. It's still, I'm very SEC biased usually. This year, whenever I'm watching the SEC, there's just not a team that dominates like there usually has been in the past. Usually,
I feel like it's flipped. Usually you'd say Georgia, Alabama.
Yeah.
And they're still good.
Yeah.
But now it's these other teams have grown. These head coaches have come and just showed up, like Lane Kiffin.
Uh-huh.
Ole Miss is an amazing team. I don't think they're better than Alabama, but I think next week's game, Ole Miss versus Georgia, is going to be the real tester. If Ole Miss beats Georgia, I think my mindset will kind of flip on them.
I agree.
But if Georgia beats Ole Miss, I still will view Ole Miss as a good team.
Yeah.
Because they lost to Georgia, which is a hard team, but I think that's kind of the tester for me.
I agree. I think that's their first true test. Yeah, they're just in the SEC this year. I just haven't watched a team that I'm like, oh yeah, man, they're almost unbeatable. Which I feel like there's almost always a team like that, and it usually is Alabama or Georgia.
Yeah.
I haven't seen one that's unbeatable this year.
Texas A&M looks good though.
They're good though. Yeah. Don't get me wrong. I think they're a really good team, and I think they'll make the playoff.
I agree.
Speaking of Georgia, number 10 Georgia versus Auburn this week. It was at Auburn. Georgia won this one 20-10.
This was scary. I thought Auburn was going to win this.
I know.
They were dominating the first half.
It was, yeah, I know. This was a scary one. It was kind of a trap game because they have Ole Miss next week. Like we said, they're undefeated, so it's kind of one that I was wondering if they're going to be looking ahead too much to Ole Miss, and they might have. Yeah. I don't know. Go ahead.
I'd say this is Georgia's 9th consecutive win over Auburn.
Is it?
Yep.
Yeah. Did you see the timeout that Kirby got away with? It was a weird situation. It was a pretty pivotal point in the game. The time clock was running out. It was just about to hit 0. He ran over to the ref, going like this, yelling timeout. So the ref blew the whistle as the time clock was expiring, before they got a flag for delay a game. And then as soon as the ref blew the whistle, he was like, "I didn't call a timeout. I was just clapping." And they debated it for 2 minutes.
Yeah,
which
I did
stopped
see that.
the clock, kept him from getting a flag, and then said, "Yeah, he's right. He didn't call a timeout," which was just
false.
Yeah, it was totally false. If I was an Auburn fan, I'd be so pissed. I would be so mad because
Was that when they were up 10-0, or were they?
No, I think this is a little bit later in the game.
Okay,
but I'd be so mad because the refs basically just gave him a free timeout and didn't charge him for it. Oh, I'd be furious. But yeah, like I said, with Georgia, another really good team, far from unbeatable to me. I mean, we've already seen them lose one, but just I think there's other teams in the country that.
Who was their loss to?
Alabama.
That's right.
Yeah, which I don't penalize them too much for that, but It's just another team. I don't see it. They're not as dominant as they have been in the past.
It's just, this is my view. This is purely my view. It's to me, a one-loss SEC team is pretty comparable to an undefeated Big 12 team.
Yeah.
Big
10 team. Yeah. Big Ten. I think Big Ten. I hate to say it so much. They've caught up to where they're. I can't even really debate it too much. They're pretty much on the same level as the SEC.
They're good.
But every other conference, I don't respect near as much.
Yeah, I agree with that.
Moving on, Texas Tech remains undefeated with a win at home against Kansas, 42-17.
Yep.
Just wanted to mention this one.
Texas Tech is good.
I've said it every week. I think that they're going to win the Big 12 and probably go undefeated.
I agree with you.
Did you see the 2-point conversion play that they had?
Mm-mm.
They had a 2-point conversion. It was a really weird formation. He had the quarterback and running back behind him. Center was by himself right here, has the ball on the ground. Instead of snapping the ball between his legs, he threw the ball like 10 yards to his left and behind him to, I don't know if it was a running back or receiver. Just threw it completely sideways. Dude caught it and ran in.
Can you do that?
Yeah, you doesn't have to go between your legs, which teams never utilize that.
Why?
Dude, I don't know. I don't even know why. Like, I'm not sure why teams even snap between their legs. I guess it's the fastest way to go from
From
hiking the ball to
to
blocking.
yeah.
But yeah, completely just threw it sideways.
I mean, is it though? I guess yeah, that would make sense. You're up, but it would, yeah.
Yeah, it's hard if you like turn around and threw it and then turn back around and block. I don't know, but it was.
And I feel like if it was more of a common thing, the defense would get used to it and could swat the ball or something.
Yeah, they could do something weird, but I don't know. I thought that was kind of a fun play to watch. You never get to see teams do that, so.
And if people do that, because I mean, whatever hand the center's holding the ball in, he's most likely going to throw it to. If he's holding it with his right, he's going to throw it left.
Yeah.
If he's holding it with his left, he's going to throw it right. And so if it became a normalized thing, defense would just stack up to the left or right.
Yeah, and you have to do a weird formation because, like, if he had the rest of his line right there and he threw it like that, it's gonna hit the dude right next to him. He was lined up by himself with yeah. But it was a cool play though. I never get to see teams do that. I didn't see that. Number 11, LSU took on South Carolina. LSU won this one 20-10. What did you think about this one?
I didn't have anything on this one. It's just, I mean, LSU is a decent team. I don't think they're making the playoffs, though.
I'm on the same boat as you. I think that they're a good team.
They're always the same. They're like LSU's like the same every year, in my opinion.
Really?
In my opinion,
I don't know.
They're good, but
I had really high hopes for this team. I thought Nussmeier was going to be great.
I think everyone did.
He's good, but he didn't live up to my expectations, which I may have set too high. And they're a good team. Like I said, I don't think they're going to escape the rest of their schedule and make the playoff. South Carolina, speaking of disappointing, they've been very disappointing. Lenore Sellers, he went 15 for 27 with 124 yards, no touchdowns, and 1 interception. I'm honestly just curious, like, every time I open my Instagram, like, somebody's talking about him. I don't know why he's still so high on draft boards. Like, I was looking at, like, mock drafts today. He's, like, if you were to bet on it, he's the second, how do I word this? He's, like, the second most likely to get drafted number 1 next year in the NFL draft, and I don't know why.
What?
Like, I know he has a great frame and he has a high ceiling, but like he just has not performed some of these other quarterbacks.
I don't trust NFL drafts though. They're wrong on so many players.
Yeah, I don't.
Which I will get into a player they were definitely wrong about when we talk about NFL, but
yeah, I know. I don't. Anyway, moving on.
I only had 2 more games left to talk about.
Yeah, I only had 1 more. And mine was Utah at home against number 21 Arizona. Utah won this one 42-10.
Arizona State?
Arizona State, excuse me. Yeah.
Yep. Utah is good. Undefeated. Think they could win out there.
I think they have 1 loss.
Oh.
They have 1 loss to
5-1?
Texas Tech.
You're right.
I believe there was their 1 loss, which Texas Tech, like we've said, is a good team. Yeah, their remaining schedule. I'll run you through their remaining schedule also. You tell me what you think. They play at BYU, which is a big game because BYU is undefeated.
Yeah.
In my opinion, I think Utah wins that one.
Well, yeah, because going back again, we didn't talk about BYU versus Arizona.
Mm-hmm.
BYU went to 2 overtimes.
They've had a couple. They're undefeated. They've had a couple really close ones.
I'd have to see BYU's schedule.
Yeah.
Yeah. I'll give it to Utah though. I'll just say Utah.
Yeah, they have Colorado at home. I think they'll beat Colorado.
Yeah.
They have Cincinnati. Cincinnati's a solid team. I think they're coming in at number 24 on the latest AP poll. Solid. Utah has a solid chance at it. At Baylor, Kansas State, and at Kansas.
They're beating Kansas State and Kansas.
Yeah. I think
they could beat Baylor.
Yeah. It's kind of a tougher schedule than I originally thought. But if they are able to run the table and win the rest of their schedule, there's a solid chance that they end up sneaking into the playoff.
Yeah.
I don't know if they can, but in my opinion, I think that they're the second best team in the Big 12 behind Texas Tech. So I think that they could do it for sure. What was that last game that you wanted to talk about?
It was the BYU game.
Mm-hmm. What was the score of that one?
BYU 33, Arizona 27.
Yeah.
Double overtime.
Yeah, BYU, they're I have a buddy on the team.
I don't know how. I mean, who have they played to be ranked? They were ranked 18th going into the weekend, and they're undefeated.
They are undefeated. Yeah.
They got to be ranked higher now.
Let's see. I'm trying to find their schedule. They beat Portland State, start the year. They killed Stanford, beat East Carolina, beat Colorado by 3. It was really close. Beat West Virginia, and they beat Arizona. So
What does the rest of their schedule look like?
They have Utah at home, which that'll be a tough game for them. They have Iowa State. I think Iowa State's kind of fraudulent, so they have Texas Tech at Texas Tech. I think they'll lose that one. They have TCU.
Could be a good game.
Yep. They have Cincinnati. Cincinnati's
Could
solid.
be a good game.
And they have UCF. So they've got the rest of their schedule is pretty difficult. They definitely have a back-heavy schedule. Yeah, I don't know. I think they'll probably lose 3 of their final 6 games, to be honest. They'll lose to Texas Tech. They will lose to, I think they'll lose to Utah, and I think they'll drop one more, if you had to ask me.
I agree with that.
All right.
Sorry.
Moving on to NFL.
Midterm college.
Oh, yeah, you're right.
Midterm college football playoff predictions, where we just go 1 seed through 12 seed, who we think is going to make the playoffs.
Yep. You want to go first?
You want to go back and forth? 1 seed to 1 seed, 2 seed to 2 seed, 3 seed to 3 seed?
Yeah, I'm down.
I'll go first. My 1 seed's Miami.
Miami?
Yep.
All right. My 1 seed is Ohio State.
Yeah.
And I say that because I'm on the same boat as you. I think Miami, to me, they're the best team I've watched. I don't think Ohio State will lose a game, so I don't think
they're going to give. I agree. They'll give the 1 seed.
Yeah, I don't think they'll knock them down for any close game. So that's the reason why.
Yeah, I agree with you. I just put Miami because I think they're the best team.
Yeah, and I'm on the same boat with you there.
But in 2 seeds, Ohio State for me.
And mine's Miami.
Yep.
I think Miami will run the table. I think they'll go undefeated.
Yep.
Who's your 3?
My 3 is Indiana.
My 3 is also Indiana. I think they'll
go undefeated.
I think they'll go undefeated through the regular season.
Yeah.
I think they'll have 1 loss on their record, and I think that'll be to Ohio State in the Big Ten championship game. And I think it'll be a really close game, so the committee won't dock them too much for losing that one. So I think that'll put them at the 3.
Yeah. My 4 is Texas Tech.
My 4 is also Texas Tech. Yeah. I think that they're the 4th best team in the country? No, but I think they'll come into the college football playoff undefeated. I think there'll only be 3 undefeated teams that make it. So I think it would be kind of disrespectful for them not to put them at 4. So that's the reason why I have them there.
My 5 is Alabama.
My 5 is also Alabama. I think Alabama is gonna. I think they're gonna finish the year and they're gonna win the SEC championship. I think that'll be good enough to put them at the 5.
I agree. My 6 is Texas A&M.
First one we have different. My 6 is Oregon.
Ooh.
I think Oregon will win out the rest of their schedule, and I think that'll put them at 6, which is. But that could also be kind of interchangeable with my 7, which I have Texas A&M at my 7.
I just think, like what I said earlier about Texas A&M, they're going to end the season a middle of the pack top 10 team, and I think they'll be a middle of the pack seeded team. My 7 was Georgia.
Georgia.
Yep.
All right. Well, yeah, I already said my 7. It was Texas A&M, and that moves to my 8, which was Georgia.
And my 8 was Oregon.
All right. Well, we've had a pretty damn similar.
I think there's a chance the rest of ours is pretty similar too. To be honest, what's your 9?
My 9. I think I mentioned that I didn't know if they would make the playoffs, but I did have Ole Miss
At 9?
I had Ole Miss at 9 with one loss to Georgia.
I have Ole Miss at 9, one loss to Georgia.
Yeah, that's crazy. I went through
Oh,
the schedule.
dang. I thought this was going to be completely different.
Yeah, that's wild. I don't know if you'll have the same one as me for number 10.
Yeah, I don't think you will either.
Who's
My
your 10?
my 10's Tennessee.
Yeah, no, that's where we go different.
I just thought there's a chance that they. I mean, they're what, 5-1?
They have one loss to Georgia.
I forget what the rest of the schedule looks like. I looked at it earlier. I think they have a chance to win out. If they
Yeah.
do that, I think they could be a 10 seed team. I don't know. I kind of just threw them in there
Yeah, let me pull up
because I don't
their
think any. I
schedule.
don't know if any other SEC team will make it. I don't think they'll be. If they do make it, I don't think they'll be above any of the other SEC teams.
I was debating them. I had like a list of probably 10 teams for my last 3 spots.
Yeah.
I looked at the rest of their schedule. Their next game is at Alabama. I think they'll lose that one.
Okay, yeah.
And then they are at Kentucky. They play Oklahoma, then New Mexico State, Florida, Vanderbilt. I think they'll win all of those.
Yeah.
So I think they'll have 2 losses on their record, which at that point it's completely just a toss-up, which left me at Notre Dame with also the 2 losses that they just have right now. I don't know. I think
I could see them making it.
I would rather Tennessee make it, but it gets to a point where I think they'll just throw in a 2-loss Notre Dame over Tennessee.
Yeah, I could see that.
Just partially for the brand.
I could see that.
I don't know. That's
yeah, with Tennessee, I have 4 or 5 SEC teams in the playoffs.
Yeah.
Which I don't think that will happen. But
I also have 5 in the playoffs.
Well, who's your 11?
My 11 is Missouri.
Really?
Yeah, it is, and I think they'll have 2 losses to Alabama and Texas A&M.
Okay.
Which, at that point, you would just have to look at their resumes and debate who has better wins, Tennessee or Missouri. And with that being said, let me pull up Missouri's schedule because
I see that's the same reasoning I had for Tennessee.
if Missouri was to win out, that would mean that they have their most impressive wins are over Oklahoma, or excuse me, not win out because I think they'll lose to Texas A&M. But their most impressive wins will be over Oklahoma and over Vanderbilt. And Tennessee's most impressive wins will be over Oklahoma and Vanderbilt. They pretty much have identical. So then I guess you get into their losses. Tennessee's losses would be to Georgia and Alabama, and Missouri's losses would be to A&M and Alabama. So their resumes will be
pretty similar,
almost identical.
Yep.
So that's I put Missouri in there. I did break it down earlier. The more I break it down, I have no idea. If it plays out how I'm saying it's going to play out, I have no idea
it could be either.
which one they would put in.
And now that I'm looking at it, I think I might have these flipped. But my 11 seed, I had Georgia Tech.
Georgia Tech, I like that one.
Kind of the same reasoning for your Notre Dame pick, but I think those could be flipped 10 and 11. My Tennessee and Georgia Tech, but I mean they're 5-1.
Oh, they're 6-0. They haven't lost a game yet.
Why am I getting all these? Okay, yeah, I think they could go. What's their schedule?
That's what I'm pulling up right now.
I looked at all these schedules and forgot everything.
I know I typed it up earlier. I didn't type it up earlier. Georgia Tech remaining football schedule. So they are undefeated right now, and they are at Duke. That'll be a win.
That'll be a win.
They're at home against Syracuse.
Be a win.
They're at NC State.
Win.
Tough game, that's a win. At Boston College. That's a win. At home against Pittsburgh. Pittsburgh is good, but that's a win. And then at home against Georgia, I think that is a loss. Which this was my thought process going into this. They'll lose to Georgia. That'll be one loss, but that'll be good enough for them to get into the ACC championship game, which they will then lose to Miami, which will have 2 losses. And I don't know how much they'll penalize a team for losing in the conference championship game, but I think they would rather put in a 2-loss SEC team like Tennessee or Missouri than a 2-loss Georgia Tech. That was just my thought process.
I agree. I sort of agree. But I think a team like Georgia Tech has a higher chance of making it than Notre Dame.
Yeah, that's fair.
Yeah.
That's totally fair.
But I think, this is obviously midterm predictions. So
Yeah,
anything
a
can
lot
happen.
could
A lot could
change.
change. But what's your 11?
My 11 was Missouri.
Oh, yeah.
And then my 12 was South Florida.
Same.
Yeah, there's a few teams. There's Memphis. I don't know. There's a few undefeated teams, but none of them are going to have the resume that South Florida has with one loss, and their only loss is going to be they're able to win the rest of their schedule to Miami, which will, if it goes how we predicted, will be the second best team in the nation. So that won't be that much of a mark on their record. So I could not pick South Florida.
Yeah.
All right, jumping into the NFL.
Week 6. NFL Week 6.
Thursday night football. We
Eagles.
had Giants versus Eagles. Your new Giants.
My new Giants team that I picked beginning of the season. And Giants pulled this one off, 34-17, which we predicted the games last week of who would win, and you had Eagles. I took the Giants, just out of pure whimsy.
I know, and I kind of thought you were crazy for doing it. They destroyed it.
I did too, but I just it's a team that I wanted to be a fan of just because beginning of the season. Jackson Dart and Cam Scatterbo are fun to watch.
They're so fun.
They're fun to watch.
They're so
and
fun.
This is what I was talking about earlier today, earlier in this podcast, when I was saying how the NFL gets the drafts wrong so many times. They were wrong on Cam Scatterbo. 4th round, pick 100 and something.
Mm-hmm.
I don't understand. I don't understand how he falls that low because you look at him in college, Sacramento State and Arizona State.
Mm-hmm.
He was the man.
Yeah.
Running over everybody, and what were they? What did they finish?
Well, Arizona State, I think they snuck into the playoff last year, and they almost beat Texas purely off of Cam Scatterbo just carrying them.
So I don't understand how he falls to 4th round, pick 100, 104, 105, 106. I don't remember, but NFL was wrong on him, just 100%. I don't know how his longevity. I don't know how long he'll last because he might get CET. He probably already has
CTE.
CTE probably already has it, but
yeah, I don't know if it lasts too long, but no running backs last very long.
No.
But I do agree with you. He was 4th in Heisman voting last year, and he got drafted in the 4th round.
Yeah.
I don't know. I've seen stuff like this too on the NBA. It's like these professional leagues in America, especially basketball, but we're talking about football right now. I think they draft so much more off potential rather than who's good right now, which isn't always the best strategy. They're just purely drafting off upside, and they're passing over somebody like Scatterbo.
Which is why these mid teams like the Giants come before the season take chances on these guys who are good right now.
Yeah.
And it worked out.
He had 3 touchdowns on Thursday night.
And before the season, I did not think Jackson Dart was going to be who he is right now. I did not think he was a good quarterback in college, but his running game in the NFL is. I didn't know he had it in him. I did not know he had that. He is an amazing running quarterback. He's an amazing passer. He's the full package. And in that game versus the Eagles, he was taken off because they had a concussion.
Concussion protocol. I had to check on him.
Yeah, and then Russell Wilson gets put in. Horrible pass, gets booed off.
Yeah.
I felt bad for him.
I did too.
He needs to retire, but there was once a time where Russell Wilson was the man.
Yeah.
And I think his time's up, which is sad, but it happens to everybody. And I think the coaches were just begging
you're screaming at the doctor, saying let him come back out.
They're going get investigated for that, aren't they?
I'm sure they are because he was in the doctor's face screaming at him. Next thing you know, he's putting his helmet back on, going back on the field.
Yeah.
But yeah, I saw, like you said, he's a good runner. I saw a statistic that he's only the 3rd quarterback to ever rush for over 50 yards in each of his first 3 starts. And the other 2 are Lamar Jackson and Jalen Hurts.
Really?
Yeah. Which is, I think he had 58 yards this week. So
that's crazy.
He's a way better runner than I thought he was.
Because in college, you never really saw much of that.
Yeah, he'd get out and run here and there, but I was not expecting it in the NFL for him just to be a good 50 yards for a quarterback every week.
what I think is confidence is such a big thing. Like
Mhm.
coming from college. I mean, I'm obviously not a professional athlete, but confidence going from college to NFL. Like if you don't have confidence, or if you lose it, if you have a bad first 2 games, 3 games, and you lose all your confidence, it's very hard to get back. Because
Yeah.
I think that's why Tim Tebow was a bust. I think that's why Johnny Manziel was a bust. One, Johnny Manziel, I don't think he really cared, but
Yeah, man, that might be a different
yeah,
story.
it might be a different story. But Tim
But I know what
Tebow,
you're saying,
like
totally.
you know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Like their confidence just they were so good in college, they want to do the same thing in the NFL, and
It's just not
sometimes
the
it doesn't
same.
work out.
Yeah.
But for Cam Scatterbo, he's doing the same thing.
Yo, yeah.
He's running. I think what it was, why he fell so low, other than they want to pick someone who has potential and not who's good right now, is that I don't think they thought he was going to be able to do what he was doing in college. Which is
Run people.
run.
over.
I don't think they thought he was going to be able to do that in the NFL, and he's
Yeah.
doing that. He's doing that in the NFL.
I've never there's some whenever they're on the goal line, they hand it off to him. I've never seen someone take a handoff like so fast.
Yeah.
Like he is. Like I feel like they're always like running really fast. He is full on dead sprint, taking it, and like he does not care who's in his way.
He's
he
running
just
over.
runs straight in, and then does a backflip.
Yeah.
And does this. It's fun to watch.
It's fun to watch. Yeah, and I saw something today that's like, who's the Giants head coach? I forget his name. The fat dude. Not fat, I guess, but chubbier guy.
Bro, I don't know why I'm blanking on
I saw some that was like, I want to get his name.
that. Brian Dable.
Brian Daigle.
Dable.
I saw something that was like, maybe it was in a practice or something where Brian Dable was like, what are the things we're looking for this season? What are the things we're looking for in this team? And people had like these like smart answers, and Cam Scott was just screaming, physicality. Yeah. Which is what he's doing. He's
Oh,
bringing
yeah.
physicality.
I saw another story like that the first time him and Jackson Dart met, they headbutted.
Really?
Literally the first time they met, they just headbutted.
That sounds like something they do.
Oh yeah,
They remind me of like two frat bros,
yeah,
like the president and his henchman,
yeah,
and Jackson Dart's the president and Cam Scatterbo is his right hand man,
yeah.
just doing everything together.
Yeah, they said that they would like in training camp they'd have like Nerf wars and stuff together. Like they're just with some little kids.
Yeah,
dude,
bro.
They're actually
They're the most fun team to watch in the NFL. in
They're
my
one of the
opinion.
most fun teams I've ever watched in the NFL.
Yeah.
It's just two young dudes just killing
I
it.
hope they can keep it up.
Yeah, same. It's fun.
But
Moving on
Broncos
to
Jets.
our London game. Broncos 13, Jets 11. This was a ugly game.
Jets moved to 0-6. I mean, I'm not a Jets fan, but our Jets fans out there, if you're watching, I'm sorry. I feel bad. Like it's just year after year.
They're just straight up bad.
You get hope, and then it just all goes to crap. And
Yeah, Justin Fields had 45 yards and he was sacked 9 times today. Like that is.
did he have like negative something?
I saw a stat that they had as a team they had negative 10 passing yards. I don't know if that was right, but I mean, that's just so bad.
It's horrible.
Like sacked 9 times is just terrible. But with that being said, the Broncos play to their competition really bad. Like, they played the Jets today, the worst team in the NFL. They barely could squeak it out against them. Then they could go play the Eagles and beat them. So it's not the worst thing ever because they're beating the top teams, but they kind of need to figure out some consistency a little bit.
I think it's just it's the Jets. They're like, well, we'll beat the Jets.
Yeah.
It's just an easy thing to say, but an NFL team is an NFL team. So if you don't bring it, anything could happen.
Moving on to Colts versus Cardinals. Colts won this one 31-27. What'd you think about this one?
I think Colts are a very scary team. I think Daniel Jones is out of the active. I don't know if this is controversial or not, but out of the active quarterbacks we've seen play most, if not every game, I think Daniel Jones is top 3.
I would have to go through my quarterbacks before I said if he was top 3 or not. But I love the take though. He's so much fun.
I'm not going to apologize
for
for it, and I'm not going to change my opinion. Like out of the active QBs we've seen play most, if not all, of their games this season, I think he's a top 3 quarterback.
He's so fun to root for.
He's so fun to
because
root for.
he used to be so bad.
I know.
I don't know what
And-
happened.
Yeah.
I love it. Yeah, Jonathan Taylor's been killing it too. He had another 100-yard game today. He had 123 yards.
Is that a hot take, what I said?
It would probably be a hot take, but like whenever you break it down, this season,
On the surface level, it's a hot take, but like you break it down.
yeah, you break it down this season, he's got to be top 10, and then.
But I'm not saying he's a top 3 quarterback in the league. I'm saying he's a top 3 quarterback out of the active quarterbacks we've seen
out of,
play
like,
every game.
production this season.
Yeah,
Yeah.
out of so far this season.
I mean, let's think about it. Who do you think is the best quarterback that we've seen this season?
Josh Allen.
Josh Allen. Baker's been great.
Baker's been amazing. Statistically, he's been amazing.
And I mean, the list
And
is,
the big reason I said this is because like Lamar Jackson's out,
yeah,
because you would probably put him up there if he's playing.
yeah,
Patrick Mahomes is out.
Hasn't been
He's
great.
not been great at all.
yeah. Herbert
Um,
was amazing through 2 weeks,
yeah.
and then they haven't been great since.
They snuck out a win today, but yeah, I'm staying with
I mean,
my.
it's not a crazy. I don't think it's crazy. I really don't.
Aaron Rodgers looked good today, but I mean, he's not.
He's not better than Daniel.
I mean,
Jones.
Daniel Jones has looked good every week. They have one loss to.
Yeah, they lost to. I should know this because I've watched every single one of their games very closely. Who did they lose to? Oh, I should know this. They lost to the Rams. Rams are a very good team, though.
Yeah.
And it was also a weird week. That was whenever. I'm blanking on who it was. One of their receivers dropped the ball going into the end zone. And
Yeah.
that would have been the difference in like tying the game or not. It was earlier in the game, but those points would have made the difference. But
Yeah.
no, the Colts are a good team.
Very good team.
They're 5-1. It's their best start since 2009. I mean, yeah, Daniel Jones is killing it. Jonathan Taylor's great. Yeah, but honestly, the Cardinals played them pretty good today.
Yeah,
though.
it was a close game.
Jacoby Brissett was the quarterback filling in for Kyler. He had 320 yards, 2 touchdowns.
But unfortunately for the Cardinals, Black Ops.
Yep.
The beta came out.
Yeah, this week at some point.
Yeah.
Or
The
last
game's
week.
not out, but the beta's out. So
Yeah.
you want to fill them in on that?
Yeah, I mean, Kyler, we've said it almost every week, but Kyler's production goes down incredibly whenever the Call of Duty comes out each year, and the beta is out now for Black Ops 7. So, and Jacoby Brissett played pretty good today. They may just have to stick with him for the rest of the season. Kyler may be done. He's
Yeah.
just going to slowly get worse and worse, and then once November 13th hits, he's falling off a cliff. So, yeah. Who knows, man? Who knows? It's bad news. For
Yeah,
them.
it's bad.
Kind of an ugly game. We had Rams 17 versus Ravens 3.
Yeah.
Don't have much to say other than the Ravens need Lamar very bad.
Yeah, I called it last week, and I'm even more confident in saying it this week. Ravens seasons it's over.
I think it might be over.
1-5.
Yeah,
It's over.
It's gonna be. It would be so hard to come back from that.
It's impossible, no?
It's not impossible. Like they could do it, but they would.
They'd have to win out.
They would damn near have to win out.
They would have to win out, right?
Well, it just depends on how the rest of like the standings would shape up. But,
Yeah.
Yeah. I don't know. Coming into the season, I thought the Ravens were going to be.
I was saying.
They're one of the top teams, and obviously I can't predict Lamar Jackson getting hurt. But even with him getting hurt, I wouldn't have imagined them being this bad. They're just straight up bad. They're just not good.
Because who's their backup?
Cooper Rush.
Yeah.
I mean, it's not a very good backup either.
No.
Yeah, ugly game.
Bad. Cowboys, Panthers.
Yep, Cowboys are always fun to watch. What'd you
They
think?
lost today 30-27 against
Mhm.
the Panthers. I didn't have many notes. George Pickens is very fun to watch.
Super fun. Yeah,
But-
he was incredible today. I think I forgot to put his stats down. I think he had 168 yards today and like 7 hurdle attempts. I don't know. It was like every time he got the ball.
Dude, he always tries something crazy. Like he'll run off the field with the ball, just
In his hand.
barely in his hand, and
Yeah.
he'll like punch a guy or something. He'll try to, like you said, he'd try to hurdle someone and not even get his crotch above their face.
Oh yeah. There was one play he like had a great catch, took off for a little bit, did hurdle a guy. It was like awesome play. I think the next time he gets the ball, he catches it, just jumps up in the air with the defender like 5 yards in front of him. He just jumps straight up.
Yeah.
Like wasn't even close to hurdling him.
You can see a coach on the sideline going like,
What are
is
you
happening?
doing? And then, yeah, like you said,
Yeah.
he's run down the sideline at one point, puts the ball in his other hand, and just slaps the defender in the face. Like, wasn't even trying to,
Yeah.
get space. Just
Yeah.
hits him in the face, wants an excuse. And he scored a touchdown. I think they cut to maybe the sideline or the stands, and they cut back, and he's just laying on the ball like that. I don't know. He's the most entertaining player in the NFL. Other than Scattaboo and Dart,
Yeah.
he's must-see TV. I
But-
love watching them.
Like I said last week, and like I've thought pretty much for a long time, Cowboys with Dak Prescott at the helm aren't going anywhere.
Yeah, I mean, they aren't.
As long as Jerry Jones is owner of the Cowboys, Dak Prescott will be quarterback, I think.
Yeah.
And as long as that happens, they're never going to be they'll be a competitive team maybe. They will have a chance to win every week, but they're not going to get past the playoffs.
Yeah.
If even make it to it.
Well, this year I don't think they'll make the playoffs. And I don't think it's fully Dak's fault this year because he's actually having a pretty good year and their offense is great. Their defense is just terrible.
Yeah.
I mean, letting the Panthers put up 30 points on you is just sad.
Looking like the Arkansas Razorbacks out there.
Yeah, they are. I don't know. Cowboys are a fun team to watch because it's going to be high scoring every week, but I don't think they're making the playoffs
No,
or
I agree.
contending really. Yeah, their defense is just too bad.
Seahawks, Jaguars.
Yeah, Seahawks won this one 20-12. This was a close game. Jackson Smith and Jigba, he's been great all year. He had 8 catches today for 162 yards and a touchdown. I don't know. These are two very solid teams. Seahawks are very solid in my opinion.
Yeah, they're a good team. I thought the Jaguars would have. I thought they would just pull it out after their win against the Chiefs last week.
Mm-hmm.
They pulled out that win. I mean, Trevor Lawrence just looked good.
Mm-hmm.
He looked confident last week. I thought it was going to transition into this week, and it didn't. Unfortunately.
Yeah, the Seahawks, they're in a very good NFC West. It's a 3-way tie right now with the 3 teams at the top. It is 49ers, Rams, and Seahawks are all at 4-2 with the Cardinals at the bottom. At the Cardinals, we've seen they fight a little bit, so it'll be kind of fun to see how that division shapes out.
Yeah.
Moving on to Steelers versus Browns. Steelers 23, Browns 9.
Aaron Rodgers looked really good today.
Yeah, the Steelers, they're now 4-1. They have a pretty significant lead on the rest of their division. The next closest team,
I think they're winning the division.
yeah, the next closest team is the Bengals at 2-4.
Yeah.
So
And without the Bengals without Joe Burrow, I don't think they have a shot.
I agree. Yeah, I mean, I'm glad they brought in Flacco, which we can get into more in a second. But yeah, he's definitely not the answer either.
No.
Yeah, not much to say here.
Chargers, Dolphins.
Yep. Chargers won this one at 29-27. High scoring game, way closer than I expected.
I know. I thought the Chargers were going to blow the Dolphins out of the water. They won, but I don't know what's going on with. Chargers looked like an amazing team first
2 weeks. They look great. And it goes back to my theory. I've said it. I think Jackson Dart took Herbert's soul, whatever he posted.
I agree with that, but also I think it goes back to week 1 on their win against the Chiefs. I think everyone just thought the Chiefs were this amazing team and like, oh, Chargers beat the Chiefs. But the Chiefs haven't looked.
Turns out the Chiefs aren't that great.
Turns out the Chiefs aren't that great. So
that could also be the
Yeah.
case. Yeah, I mean the Dolphins could have won this one if Tua didn't throw 3 interceptions.
yeah,
Tua's just terrible.
yeah.
Lad McConkey, he's been great this year. He had 7 receptions for 100 yards and a touchdown today. Yeah, I don't really know how to charge our team. I don't totally know how I feel about them because, like I said, I viewed them very high. The last few games have been a little bit rough, so we'll see as it plays out, I guess.
Patriots Saints.
Mm-hmm.
Patriots get the win 25-19. This game, man, didn't really
Yeah, I don't
tickle my
know.
fancy.
Drake May he's been good. He was 18 for 26 today, 261 yards, 3 touchdowns. He's been leading them. It's just hard for me to watch a game like that. Like these are two teams. The Patriots are actually a pretty solid team,
Yeah.
but it's hard for me to get locked into a Patriots versus Saints game, to be honest. Saints are just so bad. Even though they do compete almost every week. They had one game against the Seahawks where they got blown out. The Saints do compete. But yeah, Patriots beat them today. I don't really have too much to say about this.
Yep. Titans Raiders. Raiders take the win 2010. Titans, I mean, man, they are.
I feel bad.
I feel bad too. I feel horrible for Cam Ward. A team like the Titans drafts an amazing quarterback because they think the quarterback's an answer.
Mm-hmm.
And if the quarterback has no weapons around him, it's not the answer. And the Titans have no weapons. They have. I mean, who do they have?
The Titans?
Yeah.
I mean, dude, they're terrible. Like, their best running backs are, wide receivers are Van Jefferson and, like, they're terrible.
Yeah.
They're running backs, Tony Pollard, like, he's not great. I feel bad for Cam Ward, too, because it's like,
they have one win, and even they have one win.
They have one win, and it was because they threw an interception, and then he fumbled it, kicked it in the end zone, one of their players dove on it. That's why they won. Every time Cam Ward gets the ball, he's immediately under pressure. Like, he has nothing to work with. He still was 26 for 38 today, but I mean, it's hard to work whenever you receive the snap and you have immediately got guys.
It's like having it's like when you're in high school and you have or college is a better example, and you have a project with a bunch of teammates and you're the only one doing work.
No, yeah. I feel bad. They're so bad.
Yeah, they're bad.
And he seems like he hates his life, to be honest. I can't blame him.
I'm gonna keep it a buck. We ass.
Yeah.
49ers Buccaneers.
Yeah, the Buccaneers won this one.
I called it. I think you called it too.
We did. We both had the Buccaneers.
Which, the Bucs look good. Baker Mayfield's playing amazing. I thought this was going to be a lot closer. I mean, the score doesn't really reflect. It wasn't really that close.
It was a decent game.
It was. Yeah. I mean, who played? Sorry, I'm talking on my butt. Who played quarterback for 49ers?
Mac Jones.
Mac Jones
was in for Purdy today, and he had 347 yards, no passing touchdowns.
So Purdy's still hurt.
Interceptions. Yeah, something like turf toe or something like that.
Turf toe.
Yeah, the Buccaneers are good.
Yeah.
I mean, yeah, at one point Egbuka went out, so Baker didn't have any of his top 3 receivers. He was still able to close out the game. I don't know, but I view the Buccaneers pretty highly. I think they're a solid team. I think they'll probably win their division and make the playoff. Well, if they win their division, they will make the playoffs.
Yeah.
But yeah, I don't know. The Bucs are good. I also think San Francisco is good. It was just the Bucs are better.
Yeah, I
in my
agree.
opinion.
Bengals Packers.
Yep, Packers won this one 27-18. It was the Packers' second time facing off against Joe Flacco this season. It was their revenge game, and they beat him this time around. Last time he was obviously the quarterback for the Browns. So
Yep.
This is one that I obviously expected the Packers to win this game. They're a way better team than the Bengals. Like I said it last week, the Bengals have good weapons, and that's it. They have good receivers. They have Joe Burrow, except Joe Burrow's out. So it's like they don't have much to work with. They're just not a good team. And I think the Packers are a good team. So, yeah.
And then Lions Chiefs, they're playing as we speak. Chiefs are currently up 13-10 going into halftime. So we will not be able to discuss that one, but you want to go over?
Pick our NFL picks for next week?
Yeah. Should we go over the ones we did last week, or should we wait?
Yeah, we could do it. Or I have our records down if you want me to.
So last week we picked our predictions for how the NFL games were going to go this week, and we have I picked 6 correct and 3 incorrect. So I'm 6-3.
After the later games into your 8-4 to finish.
Oh, that's right. I forgot about the later games.
Yeah, you were 8-4 and I was 10-2. But we
Dang.
still have
The rest of the
should've-
season.
Yeah, we should have waited to do the Monday night games. We still have the game tonight, which you had the Chiefs and I had the Lions, and then we still have the Monday night games tomorrow. But we're doing this. Yeah, we're gonna do this the entire season, so there's a long way to go.
Yeah. So we'll pick our predictions for next week right now.
All right, the Thursday night game is the Steelers at the Bengals.
Steelers at the Bengals. Give me the Steelers.
I will also go Steelers here. Bengals, like I said, they suck.
Yeah. Without Joe Burrow, sorry.
Steelers are pretty good. All right. Our London game for next week is Rams and Jaguars.
London. Sorry, say it again.
Rams and Jaguars.
Rams and Jaguars. Give me the Rams.
I'm also going Rams here.
I'm going to be a lot more safer this week because Actually, no. I'll just...
We'll see.
We'll see.
Yeah. All right. We have Patriots at Titans.
Patriots at Titans. Give me the Patriots.
It's hard for me to disagree with you. The Titans are terrible.
Yeah, they are terrible.
Patriots aren't terrible. We have Saints at Bears.
Give me the Saints.
I'm not gonna lie, this one's kind of tough for me
I know.
because the Saints actually compete and the Bears aren't great. I'll just differ from you though. I'll go Bears, but
All right.
I could see that one going either way.
Yeah,
to be honest.
100%.
We have Dolphins at Browns.
Ooh. Give me the Dolphins.
All right, I'll go Browns.
I think that could also go either way.
That could also go either way for sure.
Dolphins did hang in there with the Chargers today, but Browns are not very good.
Yeah. Man, a lot of terrible teams play. We have the Panthers at Jets.
Give me the Panthers.
All right, I'll take the Jets. Screw
Really?
it. I'll say the Jets get their first win.
All right. I
The
like it. I
Jets
like it.
Yeah, I'll be frisky here. Jets get their first win next week against the Panthers.
Panthers also be hanging in with teams they should
They
be.
do?
hanging-
Yeah, I know. I can't get a good read on them, to be honest. Eagles at Vikings.
Ooh,
This is a tough one because the Eagles look terrible this week.
I know. Or maybe the Giants are just
Or
hitting
maybe
their
the
stride.
Giants are nice.
Eagles versus Vikings.
At Vikings, yeah.
Did Vikings have a bye week?
Yeah, they did. They didn't play this week. Vikings are 3-2. Eagles are 4-2.
Give me the Eagles.
I'm also going to take the Eagles. I don't know. I don't know who's going to be starting.
I think that could go either way, though.
I don't know who's starting at quarterback next week for the Vikings. I think it's just a safe pick to take the Eagles.
Yeah.
We then have Raiders at Chiefs.
Give me the Chiefs.
Yeah, I'm definitely not betting Raiders there. I got Chiefs. We then move on to Giants at Broncos.
Give me the Giants.
I like it. Ride or die.
Ride or die.
I'll go with the Broncos.
All right.
Which I shouldn't have done that last week. Like, it caused me trouble last week.
Yeah.
Colts at Chargers. It's a good game.
Give me. Ooh, that is a good game. Because I want Chargers to do good because I like Justin Herbert and I have him on my fantasy, but it also hurt me to see the Colts lose.
Yeah.
Give me the Colts, but I hope it's a close game so Justin can still put up points. Give me the Colts.
If you bet tie, it's worth. What should a tie be worth?
2 points?
Way more than that. If you bet tie, I think it should be worth. I think it should be 10. I think
10?
you should get 10 wins. Yeah. Off of,
10's crazy.
Nah, 10's a lot, but more than 5.
No, I think like 5.
5?
5's a lot.
All right.
5. If we bet a tie,
If you bet tie, it's worth 5.
I'm not betting a tie though. I
Okay.
think
got Colts.
I got Colts.
I got Colts as well. That'll be fun at the end of the season, though, if you just bet all ties. Like, if somebody's down, like, if I'm down by 15 games, I just have to bet all ties.
Yeah. That could be cool. That could be, yeah.
We have Commanders at Cowboys.
No, screw it. Let's make it 10.
10?
10 points for a tie. Just for the sake of it.
All right, I like it.
What was it?
Commanders at Cowboys.
Ooh. Is Jane Daniels still playing?
Yeah, I believe so.
Give me Commanders.
I'm also taking the Commanders. I think Commanders are really good.
I think Commanders are good.
I may take the over on that too, but Packers at Cardinals.
Packers.
Same. And Falcons at 49ers. That's a good game.
Give me Falcons.
Take the 49ers then. All right, that's all of them.
Is that Mondays too?
No, I'll leave Monday for next week. I kind of wish we did like tomorrow's games last week.
Yeah.
I don't know. That's all of them. That's all we got.
All right.
Episode 4. Thank you.
Episode 4. Done.